She sent me a care package while I was deployed. Beef jerky, a photo of us, and a handwritten note that said, I'm right here waiting. What she forgot to mention was that she wasn't waiting alone. And what happened when I got home? I still can't decide if I'm proud of it or if it made me just like her. Let me tell you about the two people in this story. My wife, Dana, 7 years together, the kind of woman who cried at soldier homecoming videos every single time, even when she'd seen the same one 3 times. She used to say, I don't know how they do it. I could never survive being apart from you. She said that to my face. And then there's Marcus, my childhood best friend, the guy who gave a toast at our wedding, the guy who told me the night before I shipped out, don't worry, brother, I've got your back. He had something all right. I was stationed overseas for 11 months. 11 months of 2 a.m. phone calls squeezed into 5-minute windows. 11 months of rereading the same letters until the ink faded. I was surviving on the idea of coming home. Looking back, I should have seen the signs. The calls got shorter, the texts got drier. Miss you, stay safe, talk soon. Like she was texting a coworker, not her husband. I told myself it was the distance. I told myself she was just tired. Then a buddy of mine, stationed with me, a guy named Reeves, gets a message from his sister back home. She'd seen Dana at a restaurant with Marcus, and the way she described it wasn't how friends sit together. I didn't say a word. I didn't call Dana. I didn't call Marcus. I just went quiet inside, the way you do when something shifts in your chest and doesn't shift back. I had 3 months left on my deployment, so I used them. I called my uncle, a real estate attorney, told him everything. He started making calls. I contacted my bank, quietly moved my direct deposits into a separate account Dana didn't know existed. I documented every asset we owned together. I said nothing. I smiled in every video call. I said I love you back because I needed her comfortable. That's the part I'm not proud of. But here's what I am proud of. I came home on a Tuesday. Dana thought I was landing Friday. That's what I told her. I'd arranged the whole thing differently. No airport pickup, no welcome home banner. I took a cab. Marcus's truck was in my driveway. I sat in that cab for 45 seconds. The driver looked at me in the rearview mirror and said nothing. Some people just know. I paid him, I walked to the front door, and I used my key slowly, quietly, because I wanted the truth before they had a chance to perform a lie. I found them in my living room, on my couch, the same couch Dana picked out because she said it felt like home. Dana looked at me, and she said, and I will never forget this, she said, this isn't what it looks like. I looked at her, then at Marcus, then back at her, and I said, I know exactly what it looks like. I've known for 3 months. The color left both of their faces at the same time. I didn't yell. I didn't break anything. I reached into my jacket pocket and set a folder on the coffee table. Divorce papers. Already drafted, already reviewed, with a property division that my uncle had built airtight over 90 days while I was sleeping in a bunk 12,000 miles away. I told her she had 30 days to vacate. Marcus stood up like he was going to say something, like there was anything to say, and I looked at him and said, don't. We're done. We were done the second you walked into my house. He left without a word. Dana cried, of course, she did. She said she was lonely. She said the distance broke something in her. She said Marcus was just there. And I stood there in my uniform, still in my uniform, and I realized I had nothing left to say to her. Not out of anger, out of something quieter and much, much worse. Indifference. When you stop feeling anger towards someone and start feeling nothing, that's when you know it's over. Really over. She signed the papers 22 days later. I won't tell you I healed fast. I won't tell you it didn't gut me. Some nights it still does. But I'll tell you this. I came home from war, walked into a battlefield I wasn't expecting, and I didn't lose. Not because I got revenge, because I refused to beg someone to choose me. The last thing Dana ever said to me, the day she picked up her last box, she stood at the door and said, I hope you know I